Let's take a look at how to use the cross join clause in SQL. The cross join clause is a clause that will join every row from the first table with every row from the second table. So in other words, the cross join will return what is called a Cartesian product of rows from both tables. And what this just means is that for every record in the first table, it would have a unique pairing with every record in the second table. Now, the syntax to use a cross join clause is to first specify the cross join keyword. Then you'll need to name the table that you want to have joined to the first table. You don't need to provide any criteria to join the two tables together that you'd normally have to provide for all the other types of joins. So for example, if we wanted to join table B to our previously established table A, then the only thing that we'll need to add would be the cross join keyword and then specify table B. Now, similar to all the other joins, the cross join is used in the select statement after the from clause and before the where clause. Let's take a look at this in practice to get a better understanding as to how it will truly work. So we'll be looking at our candidates table and our employees table. Now I'm going to execute the select statement that we have on screen, and one key thing to note is I've added a column for each table that will specify which table is the left table and which table is the right table, just for us to understand the process. So we're going to execute, and we have both tables returned to us as result sets, with the first table, which we have identified as the left table, having 4 rows present. Now the 2 columns that are uniquely specific to this table would be the ID column as well as the full name column. And the records that we have in this table would constitute of John Doe, Lily Bush, Peter Drucker, and Jane Doe. For the second table, which is our right table, we also have the same 2 columns provided. We'll have the ID column and the full name column. And in this table we have John Doe, Jane Doe, Michael Scott, and Jack Sparrow. Just to be clear, the first column, called table, it's something that I have added to be returned in the select statement, and it does not exist in the actual table. Now we're going to establish our cross join clause in our select statement. So we will provide that statement, and as we can see, the only thing that is needed is to specify the cross join keyword and then the table that you want to have joined to the first table. So our select statement has select star, which is returning all the columns in all of the tables, and we have the initial table, which we'll deem our left table as the candidates table, and the table that we want to have cross joined onto our candidates table is our employee table, which we will refer to as our right table. So we're going to highlight and execute, and what we expect to have returned to us is all combinations of records from the left table, which is the candidate table, with the records in the right table, which is going to be the employees table. Alright, so we're going to execute, and what we have is 14 records returned. Now initially we had 4 records in each table, and how we get 14 records is what it has done is found a unique pairing for each record in each table and put them together. So on the left we have our left table, which initially specifies John Doe, Lily Bush, Peter Drucker, and Jane Doe. And for the first 4 instances, what it has done is it has combined it with the records from the employee table and added John Doe for all 4 records in the first table. Now it repeats the same pattern for the records from the 5th to the 8th, because what it is doing is it's representing all the same records in the first table and pairing it with the second item in the right table, which would be Jane Doe. So for John Doe, Lily Bush, Peter Drucker, and Jane Doe, it is now matched with Jane Doe for each 4 records. And the process continues as it is now being matched with Michael Scott and finally with Jack Sparrow. So what this join clause will do is it will return the unique combination of records for each item that's present in the tables specified. And the only thing that is needed to be provided to utilize this clause will be the cross join keyword with the table that you want to have specified.